Hello, 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 hello. All right, the ad break should be over. Welcome on in, everyone. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Are you still watching ads right now? Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday. How's everyone doing? How's everyone's weekend going? Hope you're excited. Whoa, whoa. We've got a lot of resubs and subs to thank. And I'll get to every one of them in a second. I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. I promise I will stop apologizing for the ads soon, but since it's still a relatively new addition to my stream, the reason why I added ad breaks, and I know they're quite long, I know, It's because this is the minimum number of ads per minute. No, per hour. Excuse me. This is the minimum minutes of ads per hour that I need in order to get rid of pre-roll ads, which means when you go onto the stream for the first time, it doesn't just hit you with an ad right away. Now, I can time them. I can kind of like, if I meet this like minimum quota, I can at least have some measure of agency over when the ads come. I'll try to give everyone an ample warning for that. So thank you for bearing with me. It's still a new thing I'm testing out. If it's really disruptive, you know, I'll get rid of it. Easy, as simple as that. Simple as otter. Thank you, by the way. Let's go to the classroom first. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Do I need to calibrate? Looking around, looking around, looking around. Whoa, thank you for the pets. Thank you. Whoa. Thank you for the pets. Thank you, thank you. That's 4 pets? I'd hardly call that bullying. Ah, 5? Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you for the pets. Thank you, thank you. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you. Alright, I can't... I'll never get to thank anybody for anything if I keep getting pet like this. Let me adjust the music. Alright, I'm gonna... I guess I gotta power through. I'm gonna go backwards in time, so if you subscribed earlier, don't worry, I'll get to you. I'll get to everyone. But first things first, DCV, thank you so much for the resub at tier 3. Thank you. We are almost at 300 plus points, by the way. We're almost at 300. We're trying to reach 300 every month. And we're almost there. We only need a few more. You can track my progress in the, I guess my about section, or it's like next to my, like, description or whatever, bio. I really appreciate all the support this month. Thank you so much. We're getting there. Thank you for the biddies. Cody, Amalang, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Thank you. DCB, thank you again for the resub. Thank you. At tier 3, thank you. And Green Panda Mitch, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You're almost at 1 whole year. And Sneezerb, you too. Also, thank you. Also, almost a subiversary. Thank you so much. And Foxpen, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you. And Beachy Keen, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the Meep crew. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Sorry I can't support more. Oh my gosh, no. Please don't feel like you're not obligated. I don't expect anything like that. I just appreciate your time. Any support is purely not expected. There's no obligation, but I really do appreciate it. But yeah, I'm just glad y'all are here. We're gonna be doing a kind of a chill stream today. I mean, I think all my streams are chill, but this one might be a little extra chill. Anyway, hi everyone, welcome. Josin, welcome. Azuragan, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Poppy Seed, hello. How's it going? Beachy Keen, welcome. Thank you again for the sub. Cody, thank you. Welcome. How's it going? Hello. Puerto, Secret Claw, hello. What?
Eats egg and becomes egg.
Chester eats egg and becomes egg. No. Okay. So it has been decreed. I will draw Chester eating egg and becoming egg. Alright. I'll do it. I will do it then. Let's go over here. Boom. I'm gonna draw this with my mouse. I hope you don't mind, because I don't feel like moving every single one of my windows around. But it'll be good, I promise. Alright, here we go. Chester eats... First, Chester must find egg. Is that egg? Is that egg-like enough? You know what I think? The bottom half needs to be a little bit, like, smaller like that. Ooh, that's an egg, alright. Look at that egg. And we need, like, a little this business. Hang on, here we go. Let's sketch it out first. We got a little... First, Chester must find the egg. This is the moment of discovery. Like that. You know, kind of like crouch down on the ground a little bit like a creature, like a full-on creature. Like that. Alright, I like that. I don't like that hat shape. But you know what? It's actually not that bad. I want to keep it. This is a reboot, by the way. This is not part 2. This is Chester Eating Egg, the reboot. This is the Netflix live-action adaptation.
Time for giving birth stream.
Like that. And he's like, huh? I'm gonna have to go over with Black Lion, I think. Or, you know, maybe we could work with this. Yeah, maybe we could work with this, you know. I gotta be, I gotta keep things moving over here, you know? So this is egg. How does Chester egg? How does the egging of the egg actually happen? I want to move this one up here. Like, is it like... like a snake? Eat in one bite? How does that even look? Like... I want, like, tiny little, like... Wait. It's like, alright. That's a mouth, by the way. Okay. How am I gonna do this, like, angle? Okay, wait. Y'all know that, like, fucked up drawing of Yoshi? Like, the drawing of Yoshi that looks like the down shot of Yoshi from that book? Have you ever seen that? It's like, he looks like this when you're looking up at Yoshi. Like that, I'm trying to go for, like, that kind of exaggerated angle. Have you seen that before? Yeah, that's what I'm going for right now. That's not Chester, by the way. You know, I'm not really sure how I feel about this drawing, though. Here, I want to undo the Yoshi so I can undo the actual drawing. You know, yeah, this isn't working out, actually. You know, I'm not actually sure how I feel about this drawing anymore. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn. It went from so cute to not cute. Should the egg just be going in? I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't draw. All right, there we go. And all right. So the next step is you know what must be done.
I sharded.
There you go. Self-satisfied is what I'm going for. Self-satisfied egg. Is this never mind. Never mind. I'm not gonna ask questions I don't want the answer to.
I think hobgoblins give mad sloppy.
Okay, Jumbo. We need a tail, of course. And it's like, you know, it kind of the transformation process just happens in a puff of smoke, you know, like you know, like that. Like it's like it just happens immediately. This is so pog. Is it? Yeah, is this doing it for you? Yeah, it's doing it for me too. I kind of get it now. I kind of get the egg transformation fandom now. I get it. I thought it was weird at first, but it was only because I was afraid of how it made me feel. Alright, well, I mean, I'm just gonna go in then. I'm gonna, you know, I'll just clean it up a little bit and we'll just, I'll just go in and make this the final line. I can replace the gray with black and we can work with it from there. A little bit of cleanup around the egg here. Okay. What a throwback. This is a real throwback, I think. I still don't think it's a fetish. Oh, well, maybe you and I are more different than I expected. Maybe, maybe you don't get it. I get it, though. Alright. Clean up that egg. The egg is already clean, actually. The egg is... there's nothing I can do to that egg. Alright. How is the egg transfer a fetish? You know, I'm not... You know what? I don't know. I don't have to understand it to respect it. You know what you know what? Here. You know what I'm gonna do? Okay. It's gonna be really good. Alright. First things first. I'm gonna replace the gray with black. You know, standard. Okay. No, I'll keep the question mark black. Just gonna color that in. Okay. Okay. Alright. It's coming together. Okay. Does Egg Chester have clothes? No. The clothes ripped off because I inflated too big and round.
SVC_Yataro.
What? You want to see teeth? All right. A lot of things happening today. All right. You asked for teeth. You wanted to see teeth. You got teeth. All right. Why? Why? Because. All right. Okay. Here's what I was thinking. Here's what I was thinking with this. You know, like in Amori, when you become super enraged, and there's that like ominous shadow. I want this to be like that. Like that. Like dramatic, you know? that. Hang on, hang on. I'm just drawing the outlines first. We'll fill it in. Okay, we'll fill it in. Don't worry, don't worry. Here, watch this. You know, I'm not sure if I want the shadow down there, actually. Maybe it needs to go up here. Oh my god, oh my god. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Alright, whoa, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Okay. Alright, okay, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Yeah, there, oh, there we go, there we go. Okay, teeth. Close all those gaps there.
Let me mute the mic while I blow my load.
Yeah. Look at that. I want to move the teeth down here. It's my bone necklace. I also have I don't know if you know this, but I also got teeth in here. Ah! Get in. Okay. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Whoa, chill. Okay. All right. All right. Let's color this really quick. First, we gotta do this. Let me get the egg color in there.
Wow, been a while since I caught you, but 13 on 3 months it seems.
Yo,
back
Axiom
in the
Razor, thank
past.
you. Welcome back. I
one?
hope you're doing well. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm just gonna color the egg in a little bit, you know, a little bit of egg color. Never heard. What color should Egg Chester be? Does that make sense for egg color? Alright. First things first, let's get the Chester shirt color in there. Okay, got that one. Replace white. Okay, just really quickly. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna post this on Twitter now that I think about it. I'm not sure. I feel like it's just not gonna make a lot of sense. I feel like you had to be there, you know what I mean? What do we think? What do we think about this? I'm not sure about this highlight color on the egg. No vor. It's not vor. It's eating eggs. I do this every morning in real life. There's nothing wrong with this. This is normal. This is normie shit. It's not vor to eat food, fellas. Makes as much sense as what you usually post? What do you mean? I post the most sense. Right? Just post it? Yeah, maybe. No. This needs to be more saturated. There we go. That might be better. I don't know, actually. Maybe more on the yellow side? I'm doing a lot of trial and error here. Who needs cents? Yeah, I don't need cents. I need dollars. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't make cents. I make dollars. Am I right? Who's with me? Hey, yo. Let's see, get that there. Let's see, get that. That's pretty good. There we go. Let's get a little darker fur color in there. Darker. Yeah, for those of you who are here for game development stuff, guess what? I'm not sorry. Bet you didn't see that coming. Yeah, you didn't expect that. This one needs to be darker. I'm just here for the odd. Oh, you're getting odd all right. Oh, there's odd. Which came first, the Chester or the egg? One of the age-old questions. No one really knows, actually. You know what? I think I know what I must do. Okay. Okay, and now we need the belly color. Lighter belly color. No, it needs to be a lot lighter, I think. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, and I forgot the shirt color down here. My mistake. And the hat color up here. Okay. And what if I, you know, a little bit of color theory in here, just reuse the egg color for the hat. Maybe the hat was the egg the whole time. You didn't see that coming either. Alright, so we got that in there.
You can't teach an old otter new tricks.
There we go. There we are. Let me fill that in, just clean that up a little bit. What should the inside of the mouth be? Like that. Yeah, alright. And then we want the ear color. A little bit of ear color in there. A little nose color.
I encourage you to make a dog shark OC.
Yeah, make a dog shark. When's the date stream? Next Saturday. Was it next Saturday? March 2nd at 2 p.m. That's when that is. Save the date, literally. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, no, it's not gonna be this week. It's gonna be next weekend. It's not ready yet. Thank you for your patience. What else am I missing here? A little bit of blush, I think. It's more shading than anything. Why don't we do like this instead? It's not really blush, it's just a little bit of color. A little bit of extra color. Need to get some heart-shaped chocolate. Aw. Thank you, I love chocolate. MS Paint is beyond anything. True. Actually, yeah, no, MS Paint is actually really good. I always talk about this. Like, don't underestimate the MS Paint. I'm gonna add a little highlight there. Look at that. A little bit of highlight action. I don't know if that reads. Probably not, but whatever. Yep, there it is. Masterpiece, right? We love it. It's amazing. Well, it's certainly something. What is it missing? Nothing. God, God.
That were me.
Yeah, I know. Looks great, thank you. Alright, I'll post it. What am I afraid of, huh? Give me 1 second here. I'll save it and post it. You can look at it all day if you want. You can let it rewire your brain if you so choose. Alright. I definitely want to put my, see, the reason why you open Twitter, you can get anything, so that's why I put my screen away. Put my screen away just in case. You never know what you get on Twitter. Cock 'em balls, usually. Alright, there it is. Gore video. Oh god, thankfully I don't get those, but I've heard. I've heard about that. And that's awful. An egg with fur makes me uncomfy. Good. Sometimes you have to let the art challenge you, you know? Challenge your preconceptions about what eggs should and shouldn't be. Oh, alright. That's what I think art, that's the purpose of art, is to make us, to throw us off and make us challenge what society expects of us. Right? It's not part 2, no, it's a reboot. I must clarify, it's a reboot. I don't know what happens next. We don't want to know. If I crack open the Chester egg, what will I find? Organs, blood and guts, I guess. Don't do it. Good afternoon. Hi, JT. Hi. I just made Chester eating egg reboot. Look, this is what happens when I eat egg. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, I know. Anyway, what was I doing? Right, I was actually working on actual stuff. Scientifically accurate. Right. JT's a scientist, you know? A lover of science and the scientific method. I love the egg method. Why do you have a full set of teeth? Because egg theory, exactly. I want to move the teeth. Yeah, this is my Deltarune cosplay right now. I'm Lancer's dad from Deltarune right now. Thank you for the pets, thank you. Alright, what are we actually working on today? Thank you, by the way, for all the resubs, all the redeems, thank you. Thank you, really appreciate it. Happy weekend. What's up? Oh my gosh, you just missed it. But it's okay. It's okay, sucks to suck. Hi, August. Welcome. We're gonna work on some game dev stuff today. What? Let's see.
Oh no, the bronies. They're coming.
Let's go to my desktop view again. Boop, boop, boop. Oh yeah, that's right. We're using the overlay. We're using the embedded overlay that I rarely use for some reason. So, I'm testing some pretty broad stuff. Maybe it's not going to be super interesting, but it's stuff that I feel like I have to logic out in my brain. So you might know that I'm working on kind of like a general all-purpose FPS template, so you can move around, look around, run, crouch, whatever. There's no actual like game design visual stuff attached to it yet. And I still need to flesh that out a little bit. So what I want to do today is I want to work out a basic system that allows me to interact with stuff. You know, like when you walk up to something and it's like, press E to pick up the potion or whatever. Press E to read the sign. I basically, you know, it should be pretty simple, I think. I'm not imagining any major problems with that, but I haven't, like, set it up yet, so I'm gonna do, like, a basic interaction system. Press E to do something. First things first, I need a level. I have this test level that I've worked on before, but it's a little bit of a mess. So I want to make a fresh one. Just, you know, just really simple. Reads me, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on and welcome. Or we're gonna do a little bit of game dev stuff today. I'm teaching myself game dev. I'm still a beginner. Haven't really made a game yet. Hopefully that'll change soon. We're using this program. It's called Godot engine. It's free. It's free. You can make games and you own them for real, 100%. Which is what I like about it, personally. That's my favorite part of the whole deal. 30 minutes of Chester drawing egg vor. It's not vor. It's just egg. Yeah. Alright, so let's make a basic level. So in Godot, you can use these nodes called CSG. I don't even know what CSG stands for, but it's basically like an easy little prototype level thing. So I'll start with a CSG combiner. CSG combiner, let's just combine multiple CSG shapes. And there's a bunch of primitive shapes that I could use. I'm going to use CSG box. We got CSG box here. This will be our level. Let's make it really big. Let's do 0.5. Let's drag this out. Let's drag this out. Nice and big. Alright. I learned some of it, but I gave up. Aw! That's cool, though. You mean, you gave it a shot. I mean, who knows? Maybe one day you'll revisit it, and it'll come right back to you, like riding a bike. But I'm enjoying it so far. It's, honestly, I've been kind of silently been taking notes about this program for, like, a whole year now. And only recently have I just been trying to actually, like, put it into practice. So I'm trying not to put it off anymore, you know? I'm trying not to put it off. But it's definitely not easy. I think there are easier engines out there. Welcome Sky High. Happy Saturday. I learned Python and C# and C++ years ago. I don't program anymore. Yeah, that's hardcore. I only know how to use the baby language that they made for this program specifically. But I've been thinking about it. Maybe one day I'll learn C#. I feel like that could be useful. I mean, Unity is still like the big dog, so I feel like I gotta know, right? But that, I'm not quite there yet. We got our first CSG box. Why don't I duplicate this? And we'll duplicate this box, and we'll make a bunch of little walls here. Yeah, look at that. Pretty cool, right? I'm gonna do this actually. I want to be able to like know which corner of this little room that I'm looking at. So I want to make these shapes a little bit irregular. Like, you know, they're not all the same. I'm gonna put this one over here. Like that. Move this one over here. I'm just doing random stuff so I could walk around. Copy that a little bit. And I'll put that over here. There we go. Pretty cool. I'm making a level. Don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. Let's make this one tall and thin. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I mean, that works for me. I think I have a texture that I can drag in somewhere. Some kind of grid texture I should have in here somewhere. Grids. Tell me I have some grids in here, in the grids folder. I'm heading to work. I hope your stream goes well. Thank you. Good luck at work, Foxpen. I really appreciate it. Allie's talking about your cooking on stream. What? My cooking? I hope my cooking's good. I'm not really a great cook, but I do like cooking. And don't judge me, because I've cooked on stream, and I'm a lot less good of a cook on stream. But when I have a big kitchen and a lot of space, you know, I like my food. I like cooking for people, but I'm always, like, scared that it sucks. But that's I don't know. I do like cooking a big batch of food. I will teach you croissant. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can do it, honestly. I doubt my own ability. That's a high level food right there. It's not easy. I'm not confident in my croissant abilities. Let's add a little material override here. Standard material. We'll go into albedo. I don't know if you can see this. Albedo. I don't know who made up this word albedo, but I never heard of this word before. In Blender, it's just called diffuse, because it's like what you see in diffuse lighting. Just like regular lighting. Albedo, I guess, just means the regular color. So I'm gonna drag in this texture, see what happens. Whoa! Alright. I mean, cool. We got ourselves a little test level here. What side dishes do you have if you don't mind me asking? Side dishes? Oh, you're talking to World Crusader, Korean barbecue. Ooh, that sounds really good. Pilk steak? Oh my god. Oh, what? But maybe binging with Babish could make a pilk steak good. It'll be like a cream sauce or something. With some like caramel, I don't know. I feel like you could get creative with that. He did one on what's it called? What's it called when you pour water on a steak? Sloppy steak. He did sloppy steak. He did a sloppy steak one that looked good. Sloppy steak but with pilk. Chaos. Here's what we need. So you won't get any lighting in the stage unless you add a world environment node. You can just you could make one from scratch here, world environment. But you could also just use the preview world environment by hitting this button over here. Add environment to scene. And I may as well add sun to scene while I'm at it. Wait, it didn't work. There we go. Let's add the sun to the scene. Pilk cream sauce would be probably good, actually. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe we could... God, I hate that that's actually like a somewhat good stream idea, though. Is to like try to make pilk steak. Fuck, I hate that that's what I'm thinking of right now. You really gotta cook it down and add the cream. It's not pilk if it's cream. Well, it's a pilk derivative, right? Just like how American cheese is a cheese derivative. It's preem? True. Mashed potatoes and asparagus? Ooh, that sounds good. You know, somehow not everyone knows that asparagus makes your pee smell. Because not everyone smells it. So it, you know, maybe that was you. Maybe you didn't know that until now. Learn something every day, huh? Alright, so we got our light, we got our level. We just gotta add our player. We'll throw our player in there. Boom. Easy as that. It's really as simple as that. Boom. I think I forgot a step, now that I think about it. I may have missed a step. Okay, I missed one step, and that's to enable collision. You can't see it, but up here there's a little thing that says use collision. I'm just gonna check that off. Now we have collision. Let's try again. Boom. Simple as that. Pretty cool, right? And we still got our stair stepping from that we figured out last time. Alright, so now that we have that, Boom, boom. Save. Let me think about this. So let's say I'll make a node called like interactables or something. I'll add that over here. I'll call it interactable. Not a great name. I'll name this one terrain. Just gonna keep it organized a little bit. So why don't I start with just adding... I'll just make like a little, I'll start with a mesh instance, which is just like a 3D mesh. I'll make a box. I'll make it red. Material. We'll go and make it red here. Okay, cool. And we'll position it here. I'll add it to I'll make another node for it. I'll put that in there. So basically these node 3Ds, they're basically just like empty little objects that you can parent stuff to. Yeah, I mean that's essentially what it is. If you've ever worked with Blender, it's like an empty. In After Effects, they're called what are they called in After Effects? Like null objects. They're just like things. Like you could just like group things together. If you're working in 2D, you can use a node 2D. There's also an even more empty called a node that doesn't have any it doesn't have any like positional data. But with nodes, you have position, rotation, scale. Node 3Ds, I mean. With just a plain node, it just doesn't have anything. So if you put something in a node without the 3D, then it won't inherit any positional stuff from the parent. Like, just the fact that this has that quality to it, then it basically works as like a spatial object. But it doesn't do anything on its own. And these other more specific kinds of nodes inherit from node 3D. So mesh instances also have positional information in them. They just get more and more specific and have more and more like individual features that you can like access. And this one in particular displays a 3D object. So I put this here. I'm gonna call it red button. Are you gonna make a 3D platformer? No, I'm just working out basic systems right now, like basic interaction systems, like press E to do something. And right now it won't do anything, but I just want it so that I can interact with it right now. So let's move. So the reason why I put it in here is, well, gosh, I don't really know. But I wanted to move the node 3D and not the actual mesh itself. Let's put it like over here on the wall, right? Like that. How would I do this? This is all pretty basic stuff, but it's all territory I haven't really, like, you know, gone to yet. You know, I could probably do a thing where, like, you can actually press it in. That'd be kind of cool, right? Why don't we do that? That shouldn't take long. We'll add a little animation player in here. We'll call it button animation player. I'll just call it button anim player for short. I don't like my names getting too long here. Would anyone explain to me why in the stream notification Chester is grunting? 'Cause I'm making content. Welcome, Karikor. Welcome, welcome. Will you be coming back to Vegas at the end of March? No, unfortunately. I had such a great time at Vegas last year. I would love to go, but I'm busy, so I can't make it. I'm actually going on a family vacation. I haven't
Why don't
I haven't
you give
traveled
me
with
the
my
real
family
gamer
in a
stars?
while. So we have this animation player. Animation player, we can make a new animation. I'll call it button press. Pressed. Button pressed. We'll go in here and we will animate the button. Where is it? Scroll down here to the node 3D property. You can tell what other kinds of nodes that these specific ones inherit, because in the inspector here you can see like it having transform properties is part of the part of itself that is the node 3D part of itself, and these are like other properties that it has. So I'm interested in animating the z-axis, which means I'm gonna have to rotate my object, but I feel like it makes sense to animate in the z-axis because that's like the in and out axis, the go forward and back axis. So that makes sense to me. Welcome to the stream, Bonnie Panda. How's it going? All right. Let's hit this little key icon. There's a little key icon here. Now that I have an animation player, you can hit the key icon, hit OK. And we'll make this a 2-second animation over here. I wish when you moused over this, it told you that this was the duration of the animation, but you just kind of have to know this is how long the timeline is. So let's do it going in. We'll make it go in like negative 0.2. We'll hit the key button. Hit the key button again, and then we'll make it come back out. Simple as that. So now when you press the button, ideally it'll go in, which means I do have to rotate it because it's not going in the right way. But I don't want to rotate the mesh. I want to rotate the thing that the mesh is in. That's why I want to put it in here. I couldn't explain it before, but you know, I'll rotate it like that. And I'll go over here and make sure it's perfect 90 degrees. So now, when you play the animation, it goes like that. It's kind of slow, huh? I'll time it so that it's a little less slow. Save. Nice thing about this is if you click the keyframe here, gosh, the chat is blocking it. But you can set the easing here. It's just a numerical property. You can kind of see here. I'll show it better like this. I've never followed you. I've known you from Twitter for ages from your very innocent clips. Welcome, Pyromaniac. Listen, you know, I always think that people who know me from Twitter don't really know what my streams are like. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad to have you here. I just want to say up front, you know, when you want to post something on Twitter and you want it to get likes, you just have to say, like, boobs or something, right? But most of the time, I'm doing shit like this, or I'm just talking about, like, random... I'm either talking about making pasta, or I'm walking you through how to use programs, just because I don't know what else to talk about. So, I don't know. I don't know. This might be different than what you're expecting, but I'm glad you're here. People are shocked at how normal I am. They're shocked. They're like, what the hell? I thought you were a freak. But I'm not a freak. Okay, well, at least on stream I'm not. Whoa. Alright, so the easing here. So I want the button not to, like, be really mechanical, right? Like, I want it to, like, ease in, ease out. If you right-click this field over here, you can see there are these constants. If you do ease in, out, boom, it'll give you -2. -2 for some reason makes this curve like this. So now, when you play it, you see that it's a little bit more... There's a little bit of cushioning here. And when it comes out, it's still mechanical because I haven't added it to this keyframe yet. I'm gonna do that right now. Boom. Boom. Pretty cool, right? Pretty easy so far. You know, I'm curious. This is ease in out. I actually don't know what ease out in is. What's the difference between ease in out and ease out in? So I'm gonna actually change this to ease out in just to see what it does. And I'll even space it out more so it's maybe a little bit more obvious. Let me play that. Oh, interesting. It almost feels like there's like something stuck. Like you're trying to push in the button and you're pushing past like some gamer gunk or something and then it like clicks in. I rarely see things animated like that. You can kind of feel it like... But I'm gonna change it back, now that I know. I guess it's kind of cool if it's like... Yeah, no, I don't know when I would use that, but that's pretty neat. I like that. What have you been reading? I don't read. I started reading game what's it called? Game Programming Patterns by someone named Robert Nystrom or something like that. Not very interesting. But not like a real book, you know? What have you been reading? Anything good? Seems very chill for sure. I happened to start trying to learn Blender today. Yo, that's awesome! Yo, I believe in you. I believe in you. I know it'll depend on what you want to do with Blender, but there's a lot of Blender channels I like. So if you want recommendations, one right off the bat is, y'all know Louis Zong? He makes music and art and like YouTube videos and stuff. He's got one where he talks about his process. It's about like a 10 to 12 minute video. It's not like a step-by-step tutorial, but it covers a lot of ground, especially if you're coming at it from like a 2D illustrative point of view. Basically like making stuff in 3D in Blender, but for approaching it like a 2D artist. I think that's a really good video to start with. Well, but it really depends, you know? You can use Blender for a lot of different stuff. And it's also pretty short, which is another reason why it's an easy video to recommend. I love that. Yeah, that video is so good. I think everyone should watch it. Like, even if you plan on using Blender, if you're like interested in the thought process and stuff, I think it's just a good video. Let me see if I can find it. Louis Zong Blender. It's called How I Approach Illustration in Blender. Yeah, this is just a great video all around. You know, feel free to like bookmark it or something. I don't know, I just like it. I don't read much either. I've been reading Yuri Andropov and Konstantin Chernenko. Whoa, interesting. Yeah, heck yeah. I've been using Blender a lot too. It kind of works in conjunction with this program. You kind of need it. I see an ad coming in soon, so I might take a bathroom break in about a minute. Just a little heads up. Make sure you get your water, your bathroom breaks in. And then we'll work on this button some more. But for now, let me just think about what I need to do next. What do I need to do next? I need to make it so that... Oh, here's what I can do. I can add it to a group. A node group. I haven't really used these before. How do I add something to a node group? I can... Whoa! Okay. Alright. You said it. Is Blender easy to import into Godot? I would say so, but there's some quirks that you have to know about. But yes, I think it is pretty easy. I can definitely walk through that process later on too. But yeah, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. There's gonna be an ad break. Please bear with me. Make sure you have your water. Get your stretches in. Get your stretches in. It's gonna start now. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Ad's still going on. All right. So, yeah, we still got the ad going on, but I'll continue working for now. And then after, maybe I can open up Blender really quick, just because y'all have been talking about Blender. I can show you really quick, in case you're curious, ever want to like try out this software. I can show you how to import something like super fast, like speed run style. But for now, I'm gonna add this button to a group called Interactable. Okay, so now it's in a group. And in code, I can check if the node is in the group Interactable, which will be really useful for me. I don't exactly remember how to do that, but I have notes, and I'm gonna look it up. Let me look at my notes. Godot notes, I wanna say... Where did I put that? Oh, here it is. It's get tree dot get nodes in groups is what it's called. All right. So now that that's in, there's a little icon here. It's a square with a dot in the middle, and it'll tell you what group it's in. And you can add nodes, and you can add. I think you can add multiple. You can group them in multiple groups, which is kind of neat. Oh, it says the ad is still in progress. I'm sorry. There's still a little bit of ad going on. I must have started it a little too early. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this branch as its own scene. A lot of stuff in here, random stuff. But I'll go into test level, which is what I'm working with, and I'll just save it here as redbutton.tscn, which is the scene file. So we got that. So now what I think I need to do is... Let me create a node here called... I'll create a canvas layer node. A canvas layer is something you can use to draw elements over the screen, like HUD elements, UI elements, and stuff. Canvas layers will be rendered on top of everything. So it's kind of like a flat image that gets put over stuff. And I want to just, I want something on the screen that's like, press E to press button or something. E to press button, right? Like something like that. When I'm looking at this button, I want to be able to see that. So why don't I do a, I'm really bad with UI. I think Godot is really good with UI, it has a lot of UI design features, but they confuse me. But I'll just I'll make a label node, which is just a text thing. And for now, I'll just fill it up with test label text. I actually don't know where it's gonna show up. Like, is it gonna be on top of my screen? Let me think. I never realized how many cool games are made in Godot. Yeah, there's a few. It's definitely not like as popular as some of the other ones, but it's growing. There's a cool game that came out recently called Window Kill that was made in Godot. I don't think I'll stream it, but it's really cool. It's like a shooter, like a top-down 2D shooter that uses like multiple windows that change size when you like shoot at them and stuff. I thought that was really neat. I didn't know Buckshot Roulette was Godot. That's really cool. So I have this little text thing here. How do I get it in the middle of the screen is my question. Layout. Anchors. And we'll try to do maybe fill, expand. No, that doesn't do anything. Maybe I could try like a container. Like a... Gosh, I don't know. I'm still... Yeah. Don't know how to do this. Center container? Maybe center container can do it? I don't know if center container only does like... I don't know if it like centers it. It centers it for the entire screen. How do I move it like down here? Like I feel like when you get prompts to do stuff in games, usually it's like on the lower third, right? Maybe if I do like... This is Godot. This is Godot. Container sizing. Custom anchors. And I'll do like... Oh yeah, there we go. I'll do like 0.5 from the top. Yeah, alright. Look! We're doing it! I just use a center container and I set the anchor points to like half the screen. So it's still in the center, but the object itself is only half as wide. And that feels about right to me. So now, whatever I type here, it'll always be centered. Maybe there was a way to do it. Let me see if there was a way to do it without the center container. Let me just like... Let me just, do this. Horizontal alignment, center. Vertical alignment, center. Oh, maybe I didn't need that extra node. Now that I think about it. Alright, well... It's not bad to have multiple ways to do something, I guess. Yeah, it looks like I could have just done that on my own. I didn't need this. I guess it's nice to have a center container if you have multiple objects that you want to, like, put in there to be centered a certain way. But it looks like I didn't need that. I'm still pretty new at this. All these control node stuff. But, okay. We got that. I'll just leave this at text label text. Is there a way I can add, like an outline, maybe? Is there like a... Maybe theme overrides. Style, font size, constants. Oh, there we go. Outline. And we'll do font size too, because I don't feel like designing a whole theme right now. Let's make this big enough that I can see. 26, probably too big, but good for testing purposes. We'll add an outline. And we can change the outline color here. There we go. That's legible, I think. All right. So now this is not the scene I was working in. This is the scene I'm working in. If I test this scene with F6, yeah, that should just show on top of everything because it's in a canvas layer, and canvas layers are just displayed on top of everything. So I can't do anything with this button yet. It doesn't even have any collision to it. But hopefully I'll get to the point where if I look at the button and I'm close enough, it'll prompt me to press something. Right? You know what else I want to do? I want a little crosshair. How do I do that? I know there's a draw function, but I honestly have never used that before. In code, you could make it like draw a circle, but I have no idea how to do that. Godot for draw function. I'm already confused. Godot draw a circle. Come on, Reddit. Pull through. Give me the answer here. Oh, drawing circles. Here it is. It's in the documentation. Coded any bats or ran into any bat files yet? Soon. Maybe soon. I definitely... What's a video game without a bat, right? Are you the you're the I wish that I was yours. That's me. Yo, welcome, welcome. A is a boring name. Welcome, welcome. Gosh, I think it's been like 2 years since I animated that. Did you know I animated that whole thing in Blender using grease pencil? Even the background and stuff too. Like, I didn't touch any other software. I just did it in Blender. That was like a test for myself to see if I can animate something 2D in Blender. And it worked. I'm really proud of myself for that. Let's try doing, I can, add maybe I'll add a script to the canvas layer. I'll add a script to the canvas layer and I'll say func draw. It's got a little underscore because it's like an engine function that you're overriding. I guess it returns void. Draw circle. Function
Is it
draw
long
circle
and
not
hard
on
or
base
just
self.
long or
Really?
hard? Don't take that out of context.
Really? It's not. The canvas layer. Oh, this is only for canvas items. So maybe I can't do it yet. Hang on. Maybe I can't do it here. I guess I'll try doing it here. We'll see what happens on the test level itself. This is a canvas layer. Really? This isn't in here either? What's a canvas item? Yeah, I haven't done this before. Oh, it's only for node 2D. Got it. All right, here. Oh, the music stopped. Sorry. Speaking of Rhythm Heaven, why don't we play some Rhythm Heaven music? Hope that's not too loud. The fact that Blender is free is insane. It really is. Like, Yeah, Blender is crazy. I feel like it does a lot more than people think too. You can edit videos in Blender if you really wanted to. It's a little crazy to do it, but with a few add-ons, like it does work. So you don't need to pay for, you know, Premiere or Final Cut or what have you. Godot's free too, yeah. Some people make the comparison. They want Godot to be the next Blender. I think Godot's a little rougher around the edges right now, but honestly, I still really like working in it. But I don't know. I see a lot of... I guess because Twitter knows I'm into Godot shit now, I see a lot of like Godot discourse, and it's always like... I feel like when people make that comparison, it's always to say that Godot isn't good. Like, it's always like, oh, it's not... It doesn't measure up, or whatever, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just having fun. I'm just doing whatever. I'll call this one... Here, I'll name this node Crosshair. I just want a dot. So I'll try using the draw function here. Alright, so now it detects that this is a function that I can use. It says too few arguments for draw circle. Expected 3, but received 0. So let's go in here and have a look. Position, radius, and color. Okay, that seems pretty simple enough. Position, we could just do center of the screen, right? Vector 2.0. Radius, what, in pixels? Let's try a radius of 3 pixels. In color, we can do color.white. How's that? Let's see if this works. Oh, I don't, maybe red first. Let me get red. Okay. Fingers crossed. Who's the guy in the left corner? That's Chumblo! If you have specs to run it, DaVinci Resolve is a great free editing software. No, I agree. I love DaVinci. I just, you know, there's more options. I mean, like,
China knows you're horny.
having more options is always good, right? I actually, I used the free version of DaVinci for a long time, and then I ended up actually paying for it. I have the pro version now, and it lets me do some more, like, effects and stuff, and I do like it. But if for some reason you wanted to be, like, 100% free and open source purist, right, you could use Blender for that. And I think having the option is always good. So let's see if this works. It didn't work. Oh, you know what? It did work. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a tiny little red circle in the top left corner. That's 0, 0. I don't know. I guess because I had just put a node in the middle of the screen that I, for some reason, assumed that's where the origin would be, but no. Normally in 2D, 0, 0 is the top left. So what I gotta do is I gotta put it in... Now how would I, without like counting the amount of frames that I have in my resolution and dividing it by 2, how would I get that in the center of the screen? There's gotta be like a get viewport, right? Like a get viewport size. Okay, this is not the best approach. Let me just check over here. There's gotta be like a get viewport size? Right? Is the music a little too loud? Are you following a tutorial? Not really. Not right now. I've been in tutorial hell for a long time, and I'm trying to be better about that. Although I still love tutorials. I'm just trying to find stuff through the documentation myself. And I have a lot of notes. It's gotta be in here. Get visible rect? That doesn't seem right. Get screen transform? No, that's not right. It's gotta be in my... I know it's in my notes somewhere. I just don't know where I put it. Viewport. Size. Oh, it's actually on the page that I was looking at. Reddit says get viewport rect size. Sometimes, you know what, that might work. But a lot of the times, like, I just want to double check just because, since it updated from Godot 3 to Godot 4, sometimes some of these things have been renamed. But this one might be correct, thank you. Oh, look at that! It actually just auto-completed it. I can do size. Divided by 2. Let's see. And I'll make this 5. This song is, oh, no wait, this is not the right... I made a little rectangle crosshair for myself in that scene, so that wasn't it. This song is called Rap Men Instrumental from Rhythm Heaven. Here's the YouTube compilation that I'm just playing right now. Let's go into our actual scene. Yo, it worked. That's really nice, actually. Look at that. Got a little dot on the screen. I'm gonna make it white. Okay. And I'll make it 3. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Now I know where the center of the screen is. I wonder if I can draw an outline around it. Can I draw like an empty circle? See, draw arc. Draws an unfilled arc. Oh my god, this one takes a lot of center, radius, start angle, end angle. Oh my god. Point count, color, width, anti-aliased. Alright, well, let's try it. Draw arc. Center would be get viewport rect. Here, you know what? I'll just make a variable. I'll call it var center position vector to this, and then I'll just change this and change this to center position. Radius 3. Start angle 0. End angle 2 times pi, because I think it's in radians, I'm pretty sure. Maybe. End angle, yeah, it's 2 times pi. Point count? I don't know what that means. Point count? 6? You can edit multiple lines. Yeah, I think I accidentally kind of stumbled on this, but if you hold Alt and then select something, then whatever you type will go into all those fields that are highlighted. What are we making? I'm just trying to prototype some really basic features, basic game features. Right now I'm trying to make a crosshair. I don't know if 6 was the correct amount of points for this. Let's see. The larger the value of point count, the smoother the curve. Okay, yeah, 6 is fine. Color, we'll make it black. Width? If the width is negative, it will be ignored and the arc will be drawn using primitive line strip. This means that when the canvas item is scaled, the arc will remain thin. If this behavior is not desired, then pass a positive width, like 1. Interesting. I'll try 1. What's our next argument? Color. Color dot black. Width, we'll do 1. and then anti-aliasing will do false. Let's try it. Ooh, I think it worked. Let's try a width of 2. Let's try a radius of var crosshair radius. We'll make it a float, and we'll say it's 5. So I'm gonna highlight this 3 here. I'll hold Alt. Here, you know what? Let me make this bigger so you can see better. I'll highlight this. Godot, don't crash on me. Highlight this. Alt, highlight this, and then I'll type crosshair radius. It's pretty handy. Let's go back in the game. Yeah, do you see it? Oh, wait, I get it. Because I made it 6 points, it looks like a... I don't know, you can just barely make it out, but it looks like a hexagon? It actually looks like more like a polygon to me. So I'll make it like 12, I guess? Yeah, that looks a little bit better. It's got a little outline around it now. Let me make it super thick just to see. Let's make the width 10. See what that looks like. Oh my god, you can't even see. Yeah, I'll make it 2. I like it. Yeah, so what I'm doing right now is I just want it to be able to, when I look at this button, I'm able to press it. Actually, before I even get there, I want it to just, when I look at the button, the thing on screen says press E to press the button, even though I won't be able to do that right away until I actually implement that. But we got the crosshair, so we know where the center of the screen is, and we learned how to use the draw function, which is super neat. Let's go into our character scene, and I want to say I have this object picker made already, so it's already able to like point at stuff. I think what I need to do is I don't know. I've got some code in here already, but I want to make it like here. It's like I'll make a variable called var focus target, right? Var focus target, and I want to say if is colliding and gosh, is there a template or something for making first-person 3D games? Probably, yeah. Oh, there's plenty, I think. But I really wanted to understand what I was doing, so that's why I made my own. But it's still based heavily off of like a bunch of tutorials that I watched. So it's not like I made it from the ground up. But, you know, I did make it, so I feel like I have a lot deeper understanding of just how things work now. Which is really nice. I find that's fun to do. But it also drives me crazy when like a tiny thing won't work and I don't know why. I'll spend all day troubleshooting like just the most random stuff that like doesn't matter, but it just like makes me crazy that I don't get why it's not working. If is colliding and here, I'll just say if is colliding, then I'll say variable focus or var collider equals get collider like that. You know, I don't even need this right now. I might store the object later, but for now, I think I'm good to just work inside physics process, which is kind of like a physics update if anyone's used Unity. So now I have the collider, and I want to say if collider how do I say isn't, oh, here it is, it's here. Returns true if this node has been added to the given group. Yeah, okay, so I can do if collider dot is in group interactable. Boom. Right? Pretty cool, right? Then I could do something. What exactly? I don't know. How would I connect it to the label node that's all the way over there, far away from the thing that lets me identify what I'm looking at? You know, they warn you about this kind of stuff, but I could use a singleton. So normally when you want to code stuff, you want to make sure that like different objects in the game have a way to like reference each other. And depending on how you organize your objects in like the actual game, like basically how you layer them and what you put them in and stuff, it might be hard for this little beam of this little line here is what shoots out of my eyeballs, and this little line is inside my player, and my player is inside the level, and my label node is all the way over here. So it's like a puzzle. It's like, how do I get that over there? Normally it's like, I don't know, I mean, it's a little tricky. Because you could hard code it in the code, like the pathway to the thing, but if you ever move that object somewhere else, then it loses that path and it starts crashing the game and all that stuff. There's a way to make it so that you don't need a direct, like, pathway to that other thing. And that's with something called a singleton. I'm not the greatest at explaining this stuff, by the way, because I'm still pretty new, but basically, a singleton is like a script that you can access anywhere. It's like you can put like global variables and stuff in there. There's one instance of it, no matter what we're talking about. So if you change something on that script, like if you store a variable there and another script changes that variable, it'll get changed because there's only one version of that. So I could just make, in Godot they're called auto loads because it auto loads in every scene. But I could just do it that way. But every time I read about singletons, usually people are like, don't use this unless you really freaking have to. Because I guess it's bad practice to just dump everything in there because it makes it too easy for you. But I'm gonna do it because I can't figure out another way right now. Just because, you know, if I were designing like multiple levels, well, actually, I mean, it might not be bad to hard code it, but I just don't know how I'm gonna organize everything really. So I guess I'll dump it in there for now. My singleton is called events. I don't even know what's inside. Literally nothing. This is from some other thing I was testing earlier. I'll just label it. I'll call it nav mesh test. I'll call this one state machine test. I'm not even using these anymore. Yeah, I'll clean it up later. I'll say focus targeted. We'll call this one focus targeted. Does the word targeted have 2 T's or 1 T? I mean, in the middle. Is it targeted like this? That looks more right to me. And I'll pass in target or object or what do I call it? Focus target. And it'll be a, what is it? It's gonna be a node. I'll just call it an object because it's like a specific instance of a node. Do I connect the
3
signal
years
in the
back.
singleton? Yandere, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you. 3 years. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think it's 1 T inside targeted. 1 T in the beginning and 1 T in the middle. But, do I connect it in the singleton? I have notes about this. Where is it? Events bus. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, you could take my shirt away, but you can't take away my teeth. Let's have a look really quick at how to use the events bus. Oh no. I don't freaking connect it in here. What am I, crazy? I'll label this so I know where it is. I'll call it test level I lost it. Test level focus slash object picker. Yeah, whatever, that's fine. Whatever. I can always clean it up. Alright. Let's say we have this. So now back in our object picker, in this script, we can say if collider is in group interactable. That means we've looked at something that I've decided can be interacted with. Then events dot focus targeted. You get the object, then you get the signal name, then you say emit. Because even though the signal is defined in the singleton, we want this to be responsible for emitting, because this is the thing that knows when you're looking at it. This is the ray that shoots out of your eyeballs. So we're gonna emit collider. Right? Yeah, collider is an object, so I typed it correctly. So it's gonna emit that I focused on something, and it's gonna pass along this information, basically a reference to the object that I'm looking at. And I've already made sure that it's an interactable object now, so that's good. So now I can travel all the way over to my label node, and I can I can add a script. I'll call it focus. Here, I'll name the thing focus label. And I'll add a script there. Like that. Then I'll say func ready events dot focus targeted dot connect on focus targeted, which basically says as soon as you load up the game and all these objects get loaded into the scene, as soon as that's all ready, then connect to this signal. Be on the lookout for this signal. All this signal business, I think it's called the observer pattern and other stuffs, but it's built into Godot and they're called signals. So we want to make a new function called onFocusTargeted. There's only one T. I'll say focus target. I'll type that as an object because that's what we're expecting. Nothing returns from this function. So once we have that, we want to change the text property to press E. No, or I'll just say E to use. Gosh, this is really clumsy, but I'll just say focus target dot name. I don't know if that'll work. All these explanations would do well in comments because you can tell what's happening later. Oh no, my brain is huge and I'll immediately know what's going on. Yeah, it'll be alright. Thank you. So I think the issue now is that I need to make sure that the text gets cleared when I'm not looking at anything. So I want to say if is not colliding, else... Or no, I'll just say if... Here, you know what? You know what might be better. If is colliding and get collider dot is in group interactable, right? That way I can get rid of this, and I'll just make this get collider. I mean, I could tell what that is by looking at it, but then now I can just do else events dot focus untargeted. I don't know. Do I make another signal? Focus target lost dot emit. I haven't even defined that signal yet. So let me do that. Signal focus target lost. I don't know. Maybe there's a better way to do this, but now what this lets me do is I can go into my label and I can connect to that signal as well. Events.focus target lost.connect on focus target lost. Then it's not expecting any arguments, so I can clear this out. Then I'll just change text to nothing. Oops. Right? Okay, I don't know if this is gonna work, but let's try it. It didn't work. Oh, you know why? I'm a ding-dong. It didn't work because there's no collision object to this thing. There's nothing to collide with. It's just a 3D model that's just displaying purely visually. Wait, why is, hold up, why is this all the way out here? Oh, I moved it and then I turned it into a scene, that's why. So I gotta move it back into place. But you know what I'll do? I'll actually change this node type to a static body. And then I'll add a collision shape. A collision shape. You know what would actually be easier? So I don't have to futz around with the size of the box or whatever. I can go into the mesh, go to the drop-down menu here, and literally just make a single convex collision sibling. Boom. Easy as that. Now that it can be collided with, I'll have to I'll have to move it back into place. It's still inside that node group, which is really useful. And actually what I can do is I can duplicate this, and I'll put another one over here. Let's try it out now. It might work. It didn't work. But I can collide with it, which is nice. Now let's figure out why this isn't working. Interactable. There's probably a really simple reason for this. Let me just do if is colliding print debug get collider, just so I know what I'm looking at. Yeah, it's not, you know what it is? I know exactly why. I know exactly why it's not working. I know exactly why. You wanna know why? Let me just get rid of this garbage, because I already mathed it out in my head. It's not working because it's not looking for the same layer of objects. So what, my object picker only looks at 3, which I've decided is like items, like in-game items. So actually I should go into red button and make this... I want to turn off mask because I only want it to be detected, not to detect other things. And then I'm going to change collision layer 3 to... No, collision layer 1 to 3. Now it'll work. 100%. Boom. Look at that! Look at that! How cool is that? This is the first time I've set up something like this. So when I press E, nothing happens. It's just text. But, hey. It shows up, though. Pretty cool. E. E doesn't do anything right now. In fact, I should probably define E as something. Oh, I already have E set to use. There's probably a better way to do it, like... I don't know how to actually, like... get the key that use is bound to, and then have it display that. So if I ever change the binding, it'll show the correct key to press. Godot input map. Get actions. Returns true if the given event is part of an existing action. Get actions. Returns an array of all actions in the input map. But how do I get... How do I get my... Oh, input event action. So maybe I could do it like this. Hang on, let me try this. This is uncharted territory here. I could do like input map dot dot use no dot how do I get the action? Has action? Exact match. Returns true if the given event is part of an existing action. This method ignores keyboard modifiers if the given input event is not pressed for proper release detection. See action has event if you don't want this behavior. If exact match is false, it ignores additional input modifiers for... Godot, how to get string of input map action binding? This is a very specific question that I don't know if I can find an answer to. Getting the name of input action associated to input. Maybe that's just way beyond something I can figure out right now. You know what I'm trying to do though? I'm trying to make it say the correct like letter to press. Like input map get action. Yeah, I have no freaking clue. If there's only one action... There's not, though. There's, like, one for move up, left, right, down, jump. You know, like, how do I freaking do that? But even if I get the name of the action, I need to somehow access, like, the key, the name of the key that it's associated with. The input event that it's, I guess, associated with. Get events? Returns array of input events associated with a given action. Oh, wait a minute. This might be it. Action get events. Yeah, okay. Wait, whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Action get events. Use. Let me see if this explodes everything. Okay, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. What's the easiest program to start coding on? It depends on what you want to do. I've heard that Python is pretty approachable. This game engine uses a Python-inspired custom language, and I do find the syntax to be really, like, readable. So if Python really is like GDScript, then I would say yeah, I agree. But Python is used for a lot of stuff, like general purpose stuff. Like, you can make other kinds of programs with it besides just games. So I would say look into what you want to make, what you're interested in making, and then go from there. Because, you know, maybe start with something else then. If it's like a web app that you want to make or something, maybe there's another language you should use. But if you want to make games, I mean, GDScript is my first language and I like it, but I don't have a frame of reference. But there's a free, there's like a free interactive course thing you could do if you want to learn GDScript. If you happen to want to learn Godot too, it's called let me see if I can find it. GD Quest, learn code from zero. Okay, yeah, GD Quest offers a lot of like paid lessons and stuff, but this one is free, and I actually think it's really cool. It's like a little gamified lesson thing that you can go through and just like, they kind of teach you like a lot of basic gaming concepts. I mean, sure, it's specific to GDScript, but I'm sure there's some level of transferability. Like, they'll go through like the basics of like what vectors are and what variables are and stuff too. I really like doing this. It took me about like a week or two to actually like absorb all the lessons, but it's like crazy. It's really good. There's like little mini quizzes after each lesson. Like there's like 2 questions you could answer. I just thought it was really useful. But you know, if you want to make like web apps and stuff, I would maybe look into something more broad. Just because, you know, GDScript is only for this program, so it's definitely not for everyone, but I thought it was nice. Let me look again at what freaking craziness it gave me. Input event key code 69E. Yeah, that's crazy. That's actually crazy.
SPC_Yadaro played
Macro Chester, thank you. Let me see if there's a way to turn an input event into just the text that I want. Oh, you know, it might actually be as easy as typing as text at the end of it. Let's see if that works. Oh. Oh. Let's do, square brackets 0 as text, because it returns an array. Hang on, it's freaking out because I tried to run the scene and it gave me an error, so I have to close the scene and then run it again. This language is called GDScript, and it's just a custom language for the game engine, but its syntax is based off of Python, so it looks kind of similar. How do I get rid of the physical? But that's actually, you know what? That's good, actually. I don't want it to say physical, though. Get physical. Let's do, Whoa! Oh my gosh! Whoa, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Thank you for the $5. I really appreciate that. That's so nice of you. Thank you. Let's figure out how to do this. As text. It returns a string representation of the event. You know, I might have to do something to the string. Like... How do I, like, erase... There's a lot of like string related methods that I haven't really looked at or used before ever in my whole entire life. So I'm trying to like... Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for helping. I don't know, the Twitch auto mod likes to bleep out some... Even if you didn't say anything bad, like, I don't know. I don't know why it'll bleep out stuff. Is there a split where you can pass in a space as a place to split it? Ooh. It looks like there is... Here, you know what I'll do? I'll just type string so I can click it. And then let's see here. Split? There's something called rsplit, which is weird. Splits the string using a delimiter and returns an array of the substring starting from the end of the string. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a little bit crazy for me. Maybe I can... Is there like a regular split somewhere? Oh, is there an ad right now? I'm sorry. Let me put on the ad thing. Let's see. Contains hash is valid left length reverse. Oh, there it is. Split. I don't know what a delimiter is. What's a delimiter? Oh, pass in a space as the delimiter. Oh. Wait, this is, yeah, this is a string. Wait, hang on. Wait. Let me think about this. Delimiter is where you stop. Oh, they named it something so scary sounding. Let me go back to split over here. It gives me a packed string array, which is... If there's a string that says 1, 2, 3, 4, and it splits using the comma, and allow empty is true, and max split is 2, then this will say 1, 2, 3. So I can just do split and then index 0. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Gosh, this has gotten so complicated, huh? So I'll say, var use key string equals this. Then I'll say, use var use key trimmed string equals use key dot split space true 1. Wait, can I? Oh, it's not a string. It's a packed string array. That's why. Yeah, silly me. You can probably use max split 1 since you're only interested in the first value. Yeah. So I put in a 1. I added a space. I don't exactly know what allow empty is. Yeah, I don't exactly know what allow empty is, but okay. I'll just say true for now. And then in here, I'll just say use key trimmed. Index 0. There we go. I'll get rid of this floating word. I assume it means allow empty string, but then what's the point of that? Then it would split the entire... It would split the entire string into its own, its individual letters, right? Empty splits if there's 2 consecutive delimiters. If allow empty is false, empty strings between adjacent delimiters are excluded from the array. Empty strings between adjacent delimiters are excluded. Oh, yeah, wait. Well, I kind of like that, though, right? Like, why would I want it to give me an empty thing? Ah. Okay. Let's see if this works. Yo! Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa, our brains are huge collectively. Look, it works. So basically, if the delimiter is comma, it would not include 3, comma, comma, 4 as 3 strings. It would just ignore them. Yeah, that's handy. I like that. Yo, this is awesome. Look at this. You know, if I wanted to add this node to a group called buttons, I could make this text say E to press button, and it doesn't have to give me this weird, you know, node name. But that, you know, that's a little bit of extra polish for something that I'm just doing for testing purposes. But yeah, but unfortunately pressing E doesn't do anything yet. But it will. It will. That's the cool part.
Why don't video games let you be a shithead and not give you consequences?
I could make a video game where you could be a shithead and not give you consequences. I could make that now. So, now that I have this button, I can say, something to the effect of func unhandled input. If event.isActionPressed use, and I can make it do stuff. I could make it do anything. And for our purposes, I'm going to pass in a reference to the animation player, and I'll just say button animation player dot play press, or what did I call it? Button pressed? I think I called it button pressed. Boom! Look at that. Let me just make sure that's actually what the animation's called. Okay, the animation seems to have vanished. At some point, when I turned it into a scene and deleted or renamed or did something, it vanished, so... Oh, wait, no, it's there. Button pressed, here it is. I don't know, I think I didn't hit it right or something. I didn't click it right. All those depend on your definition of shithead. My definition of shithead is like a little rascal. Like a little devious little, you know, a no do-gooder. That, just a little dork. Dork simulator. So now it should press. So let's go into our test level and try to press the button. It crashed. You know why it crashed? Because I added the logic to the wrong script. This is the label script. Somehow I didn't press the right script. Oh, I think I lost... Did I have a script on the red button earlier? It must have disappeared. Is it a crash game button? Oh, I could make that really easy. There's unlimited ways to make that. Here, let's go into our test level and make sure. Oh, there's no script here. Here, let's do it. Attach script, red button. Simple as that. Boom. The other thing I should watch out for is anytime you add something like with a green icon into your screen, green icon items are associated with UI elements, and by default, they will block mouse inputs. Oh, but that's not an issue, because I'm not using my mouse, I'm using a key. But that is something to watch out for if you are making a game where you want to like press the mouse button to shoot or something. If you have one of these green items in here, you might notice that your mouse button doesn't work. And the way to fix that is you just have to make sure that you're under mouse over here, under control mouse, you want to make sure it's ignore. Of course, unless it's like a menu, like an options menu, you don't want to be able to shoot your gun when your options menu is up, right? Or when you have like a shop window open or something. That's the reason why that's like a feature. But I don't think I need to worry about that right now. So let's go here. Yo! We can press buttons! Dude, this looks like Portal. I could literally make Portal right now, except I don't know how to make portals. So I can make Portal without the portals. It's just a room. It's just a boxy room with buttons. I can make Portal 2 without the portals. It'll just be called 2. Make button, yeah. Button pressing simulator. How cool is that? I'm happy with this. What happens if I mash? Animation players don't break if you play the same animation multiple times. They also don't reset if you do that, which I think is handy, so nothing bad happens. Yeah, 3 leak. I'm making 3. Have a 3D hub for sound redeems. 3D hub for sound redeems, huh? What do you mean by that? I'm intrigued. Change the input key to test the script you just wrote. Oh yeah! What should I change it to? F? I'll make it F. Press F to use button. Shift? No, I already used shift for something. Here. Boom! It's F to use button. And it works. I'll try shift. Even though shift is my sprint button. Let's see what it says. Because it's a multiple letter word, I want to see it displayed properly. Oh yeah, good thinking. Yeah, actually it's perfect. Thank you for the help, by the way. That worked really beautifully. It was like weirdly hard to do that, but we figured it out. Pretty cool. I should probably turn collision off for these. Maybe I shouldn't make it a static body. Maybe I should make it like a... something else. An area, maybe, or... add it to a layer where... it's not like something I can step on. It just feels wrong that I should be able to step up here, like that. If I make it an area, maybe... maybe it would be better. I guess I could also just put it in layer 4. And then when I go in my object picker, I can look for 3 and 4. And then for my player, my actual player body doesn't look at 4, so I can't step on it, but my object picker can see it. So I should still be able to press the button, but I shouldn't be able to step on it anymore. Just a little thing. I don't think you should be able to step on wall buttons. But yeah, yo, that's really nice. Earlier we were talking a bit about importing stuff from Blender. I don't know if those of you who are talking about it are still here, but if there's like any interest at all, if there's like one guy in chat that wants to see what the process of importing from Blender to Godot is like, I can literally just do that really quick. And then maybe I'll end it there, because there's other stuff I need to work on today that I don't want to be streaming. But, well, yeah. I don't know. I feel good. We accomplished something. I am the one guy girl. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Thank you, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? Right? Blender. Let me, make a folder on my desktop to save this file in. Or, you know what? No, I'll just... yeah, no, I'll make a folder. Go here. I'll make a folder, I'll call it... Blender import... or, I guess, export demo. Put that right there. So, I'll make a cube. because we all know I hate when they make the cube for me, but I end up making a cube more often than not anyway. I'll save this here. I'll call it export 1 for now. Alright, so we got a cube, right? Let's do something really cool to it. Subdivide it, inflate it, make it nice and big and round. I'll really quickly add a texture. So we'll go into the shader editor, make a new material, zoom in here, make an image texture, connect that, make a new image texture. I'll call it export 1 texture, no alpha, boom. Go into texture view up here, boom, like that. Turns out black. I'll make the roughness just because. You know what? I'll make it a little shiny. Why not?
10 months or 1 month stream, baby. Eliminated.
Sangiyoski, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you. Thank you. 10-month stream baby. You're 1 month late to the stream baby birthing. Here, why don't I paint it just to add a little flair, just so you can see that materials can import properly. So I'll paint it. You know, I'll give it little polka dots. Not the most neat, but I'll add a little polka dots here, a little disco ball. Pretty cool. I won't waste too much time doing this, I promise. Boom, I'm done. Let's go into object mode. Alright, so the thing is, some people will tell you, yeah, you can drag in a blend file and Godot will actually import it just fine. But what's happening internally, at least right now, is when you drag in a blend file into your project files, what it is doing is internally just converting it to a GLTF, excuse me. So what I like to do anyway is just to export it as a GLTF. So I'll export it here. Just want to make sure I include my selected objects here. I don't have any animation on this. I'll get back to this in a second, but I can turn this off for now. All this other stuff we want to keep on, especially Y up, because Godot is a Y up program and Blender is a Z up program. Besides that, you just want to make sure that you're exporting what you want to. Animation on or off. I'll get to the animation later. Export. So now that the export is done, I'll go into my folder here. I'll copy this GLB file. I'll go into my game files here, test level, and I'll make a new folder. I'll just call it Blender Demo. I don't know. Put this here. It'll very nicely import it automatically, detecting that there's a new file. And guess what? All the work is basically done for you. If you double-click it over here in the file manager, it'll give you the option to re-import, which is useful sometimes because by default, you'll see here, if there's an animation here, the FPS is 30. I animate in 24, so I always want to change it. Trimming is something I'll get to later, but I don't really need to do this right now. But if you do want to extract materials, the materials over here, if you want to extract that, you can hit the extract materials button, set the folder you want to extract it to, the current folder, hit extract. And that's nice too. I find that I'll end up needing to do that more often than not, so I always like to do that. Hit the re-import button. So there is something about this that confuses me. If you want to drag this in here, it'll work, but you can't edit anything because it knows it's an imported file. So if you try to open it, it'll warn you. If you hit the scene button here, it'll say, hey, this was automatically imported, so it can't be modified. Do you want to make a new inherited scene? But then if you hit open anyway, it'll actually let you modify it and save it. Well, once you save it as a new scene. So actually, I don't know the difference between this, because if you open anyway, here it is. You can't save this, but you can just save scene as. You can just save scene as, and boom, you have it. So actually what I should do is I should drag this in instead. And now it just works. You can just edit it. You can change the material, you can do whatever. You can size it up, down, whatever. I guess that's not what they want you to do, because what they kind of expect you to do is they expect you to make a new inherited scene. But I find that that just makes it awkward. Like, it makes this item over here yellow so that you can't actually change any of this stuff in here. Any of like the mesh properties, you can't change it. Maybe that's just to help you keep your imported items, like, any changes are non-destructive. So maybe that's a good thing, but a lot of times I'll try to change something and it won't let me, and I'm like, why? Why? But you can save this as the scene instead. It's an inherited scene. I'll just overwrite it. So now you have the cube. It's easy as that. And if I wanted to turn this into like a, you know, into like an interactable object, I could just add a collision shape to it, do whatever I want. Oh, Ellie, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Boba Tinuki. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I don't know. If it's for something simple, I'll just open anyway and save it. I won't do the whole inherited scene business. But if it's something complex like a character, sometimes I will just do that just so I don't actually mess something up and have to like re-import it and redo a lot of extra stuff. So that's how you import without any animations. I can actually show you how to import it with animations super quick. Not super quick, but fairly quick. So why don't I make a... I'll just delete this. No, I won't delete it. I'll make a new object here. Alright, speed run time. Check this out. I wanna make a 3D rig in like 5 minutes. Check this out. Boom, boom, boom. Like that. Go into edit mode. Boom, over here. Grab this. Turn on proportional editing. Grab. Make little ears. And a snoot. I want to grab something down here for the snoot. Boom, I got a fox head. Easy as that. Check this out. Pretty cool, right? I'll make a new material for it. Yeah, why not? Image texture. Boom. 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 Fox head texture. And I'll make the color orange. Okay. And I'll paint it really quick. Boom. F to change brush size. Eyes. Oh my god, how cute is that? Easy as that. Alright. Back into object mode. I'll change it so that he's not shiny. Turn this down. Cool, cool, cool. Shade smooth. And guess what? Boom. I'm gonna add some bones now. I wanna make an armature. That's Shift A to make a new object. Where's my armature? I'll go into my little Running Man data properties, go into viewport display in front, so I can see it. Then I will go into edit mode. I will change the length of it to be a bit longer. Object mode, I'll drag it down. No, I'll do it in edit mode. Why not? I don't. Yeah, I'll do it in edit mode. Whatever, it's fine. So here's the head bone, and then we'll do this. Guess what? Boom. Disconnect bone. Move it over here. Okay, like that. Look at that! Look at that! I'm gonna rename this to ear dot. That's the left ear, right? Ear dot L. And I'll rename this one head. And then guess what? I'll select this one, right click, symmetrize. We got the other ear. I can hit numpad key 5 to exit into regular camera view. I'll go into object mode, I'll select the mesh, I'll select the skeleton, and I will hit Control P to set parent to armature deform with automatic weights. Boom. Now, when I select the armature, I can go into pose mode and edit the... Okay, listen. It's not... I didn't say it was a good rig, okay? But we can fix that, actually. We can fix that really quick. Let's go into object mode, into, how do we fix that? Weight paint mode? Yeah, there we go. Weight paint mode. We'll go into, it's in here somewhere. I thought it was in here somewhere. Where's all that, like, normalize and stuff? You know what I mean? Where's normalize? I'm still pretty new at this. Wait, I got notes for this. This is why I keep notes. Blender notes. Rigging basics. Weight paint mode tool settings. Aha! Tool settings. Options. Auto normalize. Very important. Very important. What it does is, when you paint over one bone, it'll subtract it from another so that two bones aren't fighting over the same influence. It's also under, tool here. This is kind of the same, I think. The little wrench and screwdriver icon over here gets you tool, and it's down here in options. And symmetry X is also pretty useful for a symmetrical thing. So why don't I just go into my vertex thing and select the head, and then make the brush bigger, and just kind of paint this in like that. Like that. I turned on symmetry, but it doesn't look symmetrical to me. Which is potentially an issue. I don't know why, because I know I have a symmetrical model. So, that's nice. But whatever. I'm just gonna blend it nice. Like that. Back in. So now if we go here, you'll see that like auto normalize has made it so that whatever changes I did in head carry over, which is just nice. You don't want like bones fighting over each other. I don't even know what'll happen if you don't check that. I don't know. I haven't tested it. But this is why I wanted to rig this really quick, because this is how you import it into Blender. But first, we're gonna need an animation, right? So I'm gonna change this to the timeline over here. That's animation timeline. What you're gonna need is the non-linear animator over here. The non-linear animator is not something I've used before until a few days ago when I learned how to do this. But Now that we have our model, let's say we want the ears to, you know, wobble around or something, right? So we can select our... Make sure you're in object mode, select your armature. Then go into pose mode. Have you tried looking at it in orthographic projection? That should eliminate obfuscation from parallax. Oh, see, I didn't think that the camera view changed the way the symmetry tool behaved. But for now, let's just go in here just because it'll be easier. We'll go into pose mode, which is the mode you should be using to animate your bone. I'm going to select both my ears, and I'm going to hit I for insert keyframe. I only want to key rotation. Well, sometimes location and rotation is nice. I'll do location rotation. I'll do location rotation scale, actually. That's generally the good go-to for everything. Yeah, this is Blender. So I have this. You know what I'll do, actually? Let's say I animate this a lot and I want... What if I want to store the T-pose, like the generic pose where nothing is keyed? In Godot, animations are... They will always do a thing where... Because when you animate something, what it actually does is it changes the property of the mesh real time. So right now it's actually moved. If I unclick the animation editor and check the property, I'll see that this is actually moved in the way that the animation has moved it. So it's kind of a little destructive, because if you leave the animation in the middle and do something else and forget that you've moved it, it'll be moved in all instances, which is why they create something here called the reset. The reset just stores like the default placement, the default you know, property of what you started animating. So what I kind of figured that I want to try to do is I'll actually name this layer, this armature action, I'll name it reset just to kind of mimic that. I've only got one keyframe. I'm just gonna hit this button over here. This button over here is push down action. It'll push it into its own animation layer. Now I have it stored. I can uncheck this and start keying my actual animation. You don't have to worry about what you've pushed down, and it won't display if you've turned it off. So let's animate the ears wobbling. So I'm going to do Lockrot scale. I'm going to animate the ears. I'm going to go into this. Symmetry tool. That. Turn on the auto keying thing, because that's what I like to do. Just save me some time. Let's do that. And this. Okay, I'll just save this. Like that. Wait. Do this for both ears. Hang on. Copy this and paste. Wait, it's not working. No! Oh no, I pasted it wrong! Hang on. Alt-R to reset the rotation. And then I'll copy this and paste it here. So it's like this. Beautiful! There's our beautiful animation, right? We love that. Let's say that's what we want. Oh! I talked about the trimming checkbox earlier when we imported that orb. There's actually a weird thing with Blender where Blender actually starts you on frame 1 by default. And this drove me crazy yesterday, but it turns out when you import stuff into Godot, it actually starts at frame 0. So what I've done is I changed my default file to start animating from 0. But if you start animating at 1, it'll give you like one held frame of nothing, and it'll really mess up your loops and stuff. Trimming, I think, will detect where your thing starts and trim out that first frame. That's the reason why trimming is there. But for now, I do make a point to start at frame 0. So we can push this down. Let's name this ear wiggle. I'll name it ear_wiggle, all lowercase. I'll push it down. And here, I'll make one more really quick. One more. I'll make it like... I'll just like... Dude, I don't know. Dude, I don't know. That's what it does. I'll call it ear pulse. Ear pulse. Look, alright, so now you just pretend like, you know, you have a full character and you're doing like the walking, the idle animation, the attack animation, all that stuff. Basically, the idea is you have multiple layers here. And that's what the nonlinear editor does. If I check off wiggle, it'll play the wiggle. If I check off pulse, it'll play pulse. And you can actually layer them on top of each other. Or actually, maybe not. Well, because the keys, I guess, are conflicting with each other, you can't layer them. But if you know, if you had one where the head was rotating or something, I think if you had both of them checked off, it would actually play both animations. It's just not doing it because those keys are on the same bone. But it doesn't matter what you have checked. It just matters that you have them here, and then they're named properly over here. You can actually also name things separately here, but the most important thing is that you name them here. So let's select our armature. I'll call him Fox. Time to export. I don't know how long this has taken me, but I think I went through this pretty fast. But we're ready to export now. Let's, you know, I'm gonna right-click and make sure I select the whole hierarchy. In object mode, make sure I have the whole hierarchy selected. I'll go into Export, GLTF, Include Selected Objects, check Animation, Animation Mode, make sure you change this to NLA Tracks. Very important, NLA Tracks. And I think that's the only thing you need to worry about, to be honest. Use current frame as object rest transformation. Export this. Okay, maybe some of this stuff has something to do with the way Godot imports stuff. But I made a point just to start at 0. I don't know if maybe some of these check boxes will affect that or whatever. But I'm gonna leave all this stuff blank. Oh, actually, there is a check thing here that says set all GLTF animations starting at 0. Can be useful for looping animations. Yeah, so if you don't want to start at 0, make sure you check that. Or make sure you trim it, etc, etc. But it's just something to be aware of because I wasn't aware of it and it drove me nuts. So I'm gonna call it Fox Head Export. Give it a second to export. We want to make sure we copy the GLB file into our Godot scene, into our project files. I'll put it over here, Blender demo, drop that in there, and here it is. Here's when the magic happens. If I go into my test level and I get my fox head here, I'll make a new inherited scene. Oh, actually, first things first, let's double click it. Let's double click our head. If you want to extract your materials, do so. Extract. I don't know if there's a way to change my default FPS, but I only animate in 24, so I'm gonna make sure this is 24. Otherwise, everything will be a little bit too fast. And this is the trimming thing I was talking about. If you forgot to check the start at 0 thing, trimming can just make sure all of your tracks are trimmed to their appropriate key ranges. But I'm going to leave it blank because I don't think I need it. Import. I'm going to make a new inherited scene. And check it out. It's pretty much all set for you. Here's the thing. You make an inherited scene. You're not going to be able to... You're going to be able to view these animations. Right? There's ear pulse. Here's ear wiggle. You're going to be able to view it, but let's say you want to make it a loop. The loop button is over here. What you can do is actually... You can rename ear wiggle to ear wiggle dash loop. I think during the import process, Godot will recognize that you want to make it a loop. Honestly, I've not tested that out before, but that's just something I've heard. Could be useful. But I forgot to do that, so I want to make it a loop, right? I'm going to try to check the loop button over here, and it's going to give me an error. Can't change loop mode on animation embedded in another scene. Now what does that mean? It means that because this is yellow and it's all inherited from something, you can't change anything, not even the animation. So now what? Well, it's okay, because if you click animation, manage animations. It's referencing this resource that's kind of baked into the imported file. But if you make the resource unique, you can click this little save button here and make unique. It'll basically make a duplicate and start referencing that instead. And now you'll see that it's referencing built-in animation data. So now that it's like that, you can check it now. And actually you can like delete keys and change it, but I wouldn't. But the most important thing is that it loops, because you want our ear wiggle to loop, right? And actually I want it to autoplay too, so I'll check that one. Then I'll save this here, and I'll drag it into my scene. Right here. Oh my gosh, I actually made him way too big. But it doesn't matter. He won't have any collision or anything, but, you know, he's in there. And we should be able to see him. And we should be able to see the animation work, too. Let's test it. Look at that! Pretty cool. And we did that in, I don't know, 10 minutes? Maybe 15 minutes? Maybe that was like 20, I don't know. But, it's really easy to, like, yeah, there's no collision, but you can easily add collision. Like, if I wanted to put collision in here, maybe the more responsible thing to do would be to nest it into another scene. Here, let's do it. Well, make a static body. I'll drag the fox head in there, and then I'll make a collision shape. Make the collision shape. We'll make it a sphere. There. Make sure it's big enough. So now when we load it, see, if we try to jump into it, we hit the actual fox head. Of course, it's just a sphere, so the ears won't have any collision on them. But we can stand on them. Cool, right? I think it's cool. It looks like there was some weight painting bits I forgot. The ears are modifying the mouth a little bit. That's definitely not what I wanted. It's nice that Godot makes you copy your stuff when you mess with it in case you mess it up and need to go back. Yeah, I guess so, but it's also frustrating when you're like, why can't I just want to make it loop. It feels counterintuitive. I think it should just automatically copy the animation data. But, you know, I guess it's nice. I think there might be some discussion on how they change the import process to make it more intuitive. But that's what it is right now. I hope that was at least useful to somebody. Or if not, maybe it was fun to watch me go through the whole entire process. I basically just kind of learned how to rig and stuff really recently. I wouldn't really call this rigging, but you know, I went through the whole process of it, and I took a lot of notes about it. And I'm proud of myself. I want to do game dev. Which engine should I start and learn with? You know, I really can't answer that for you, because it really depends on what kind of game you want to make, and how much experience you have in general. But I will say Godot is my first game engine, and I've had zero programming knowledge about a year ago, and now I'm making fox ears wiggle, and explaining how to do it on stream, and I like this program. But I know a lot of people use Game Maker if you want to do like a 2D game. It doesn't have a lot of like the 3D bells and whistles, so there's like, you know, some complexity is not always a good thing. Game Maker is like the kind of engine where you know what you want to make, and if you want to make something that like that engine is good at, then I would go with that. I know Godot kind of markets itself as like a general purpose engine, which means it's never going to be the best at what it does. You know, it just kind of does a broad number of things. But sometimes the tools are missing, or sometimes you have to set it up yourself. But that's fine by me, honestly, because I really don't know what I want to make. I just know I want to make stuff. Unity is also kind of general purpose, but it's got a lot more, it's more, I guess, tested, like battle tested. I know there was some kind of like pricing controversy stuff that happened, but I think it's not as bad now because of the backlash. So you can't go wrong with Unity if you want to do something like along the lines of what Godot could do. And Unreal I've heard is pretty hard to use, but there's a visual scripting thing in Unreal, so you don't actually have to code per se. It's still kind of programming, but it's a little bit more approachable, I guess. It's called Blueprints, and you can basically just connect nodes together to make the game logic work. I don't think it's easy, but a lot of people find that less intimidating. So if you want to do something in 3D, maybe go with Unreal Engine, right? Like, you literally can't go wrong with it. It's Unreal. Like, they made Fortnite with Unreal, so if you did, it can probably do what you want. And there's some other engines too, but I don't know. Maybe they're less common and I don't really know much about them, but those are the big ones. But yeah, I don't know. I also wouldn't fuss too much about what engine to use. I would just pick one that sounds nice and try to make stuff. Love 2D? Yeah, Love 2D is something I've heard about, but I really don't know much about. Easy for a beginner? Yeah, it really depends. Like, I would look into, I wouldn't, like, go super deep dive, lose hours and days into researching engines, but do a bit of research and get an idea of what seems appealing to you. And then just, try learning it for a little bit and see how it feels. And if it's not for you, then I guess you could try another one. But yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely not an authority. This is just kind of my experience and what I've absorbed. I landed on this one, and I like it. And look at this little guy. And I can press buttons now. Shift to press button. GameMaker, Unity, Godot are all reasonable options for beginners, yeah. Yeah, I guess Unreal isn't really considered a beginner engine, huh? But I don't know. I mean, I feel like beginner friendly is what you decide is beginner friendly, right? So I wouldn't let that stop you. In my opinion, Godot would be a good bet on the future since it's open source. It's gonna keep improving at a good pace. Yeah, I mean, that's the hope. I know open source doesn't automatically mean good, but I do think that there's a lot of work being done on this engine and it's improving, because it's definitely not perfect. It has bugs and things, are weird sometimes, but the thing I like about it is that with Unreal, if you make $1 million or something, you have to pay like a royalty. And with Unity, I think it's something like, what is it like? If your project ends up grossing more than like 250,000, then you have to start paying or whatever. But if you don't make that, then it's free. Like, you can use it and publish games and make money. If you don't reach that threshold, it's fine. And that's really cool. And yeah, it's like free to download and learn and stuff. But for Godot, it's like, if you make $1 million, then you get to keep $1 million. Oh, not counting taxes and stuff, but you know what I mean. Just like Blender. Like, whatever you make in Blender, you can just sell it like it's yours. I think that's really nice. I don't know. I like that it's not like I'll ever make $1 million, right? Like, I'll never make $1 million with my games. Like, never. Like, I don't even care. Like obviously I won't. But I guess it's the principle of it. I like just knowing that there's no bells and whistles and strings and fine print attached to what I make. Is that a challenge? No. I'm not trying... like, I'm not trying to make $1 million. Maybe I'll try to make a buck or two, but I don't know. I'm not gonna. It's not like I'm gonna learn how to make a game because I'm gonna be the next big freaking. I want to be the next Toby Fox or whatever. You know, like I want to make the next Lethal Company. Like, I just think it's fun. Is that what Tobeans Fucks said about Undertale? I don't know. I don't know what he said about Undertale. He did a Kickstarter for it. How much money would you pay for Ear Wiggle Simulator? I'm putting it on Steam right now. This is the game. This is it. It's got buttons, and it's got a fox. 99 cents. No one would even buy it for $1. I gotta add what do I gotta add to this to make it a game? Maybe it shoots lasers at you, and if you hit the button, it makes like a. Oh, maybe I'll make it a gacha game where if you hit the button, you get to roll for a different color fox. Oh yeah, and if you hit the button enough, you'll get really lucky. You'll get like a 5-star holographic fox. Ooh, now we're talking. Rotate. If you hit the button, it eats you and becomes you. Egg Simulator? Wait, there's already a game called Egg or something. There's a game called Lost Egg that I bought for $3. That you can actually be an egg. Anyway. Yeah. That's all I wanted to do today on stream, really. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I think I'll end it before the next ad break comes. It looks like there's an ad break coming in 8 minutes. So why don't we wrap things up? Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Oh, I bought Stray yesterday. It's amazing. Oh yeah, Stray's super fun. I loved Stray. I love the vibe of that game. Thank you for the pets. Why did the audio not... Oh no, I hear it. I hear it. Yep. Thanks for helping me today. Helping me with the button. Thanks for listening to me explain how to import Blender files. I'm sure that was really interesting. I think it's interesting. I'm gonna save this stuff and let's go back here. Is that an estrogen pill? Huh? No, that's the player. That's the player capsule. In this game, you will play estrogen. For some reason, players are usually capsule-shaped. But actually, that's a lie. My player is actually a cylinder, but I just put the capsule in there because I just like looking at the capsule shape. Let's see who's on right now. What? Thank you for the boop. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, what the heck? Allie is streaming? Allie was streaming this whole time and I didn't even know? With Webster? So I don't know how long she's gonna go for. I think Allie usually streams for about 3 hours. But, we'll definitely say hi. Allie doesn't always stream, and I like to say hi when I can. She sent you stuffed peppers. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Really nice. Yeah, she was telling me how excited she was about when she substituted tomato paste for like tomato sauce and it tasted good. She was really excited about that. Everyone go tell Allie how good her cooking is. Let me get the raid started. Stuffed pepper raid. I don't know. It's fucking stupid. I'm sorry, but whatever, dude. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Stuffed pepper raid. I don't know what that means. It's dumb. There. Stuffed pepper raid. Yeah. Woo. Stuffed pepper. Why does tomato paste come in tubes like toothpaste? Wait. You mean you're not supposed to brush your teeth? Oh, fuck. That's why my teeth are so tasty. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you all. Thank you, and thank you for all the subs. I really, really appreciate it. I'm trying to keep my sub points up. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you. Enjoy the raid. Bye, everyone. Bye. See you soon. Bye.